am a huge Nintendo fan. I mean, everyone knows what Nintendo is, except the people who don't. And so many people play their games. I specifically like Mario, Kirby, Pokemon, among others. But in my selection, and most other people's game selection, are games that don't fit these categories. We as a community call these indie games. And about 2 years ago, I happened to hear about a certain indie game that ended up being great. In this episode of Indie Game Breakdown, we're going to talk about Dungreed. Dungreed is a side-scrolling action game released on February 14th, 2018. Started out on Steam, and went onto other platforms such as the Switch and the PS4. In the last Indie Game Breakdown, I did the audio separately, but this time is different. I'll record a run I did of the game, and I'll do a voiceover and talk about it as I go. I'll only talk about the first 2 floors of the game, because I don't want you to be spoiled if you end up getting it. And if you do, it's $10 on Steam, and $15 basically anywhere else. I got it on Switch, which I guess was a mistake, but it was $5, so whatever. Anyways, let's get started with this episode and my run. Here we go! Well, here we go. Here starts the run. So basically, you go through dungeons and fight enemies. Now, obviously, there's a lot of different types of enemies, just like every game. Basically, they keep spawning until they don't, I guess. I don't really know, but you have to kill all of them to get to the next room. But not every room has a door, as you see here, which is really annoying. So you have to backtrack. No one likes backtracking. So, let's see here, yeah. A lot of enemies. I just want to mention while this is happening, last Indie Breakdown, I talked about the art style in Forager, and how the next game has the same. Yeah, this really is, like, really similar to Forager, and I really like the look of it. It just looks so good. By the way, that sparkling thing in the barrel that just came out of it is a fairy. Those heal you 10 HP. Okay, so this is the food room. The food in here gives you basically superpowers. It can give you more speed. It can give you a better critical rate, more max health. And, you know, the better ones you have to buy for more coins. No way. Coins you collect basically everywhere. So I'm gonna head in this room here. And this is the shop. Now, there are many different items and weapons in this game. And right here, yeah, I'm gonna buy this weapon, the Bloodstone Longsword. Basically, it's shorter, but it is way faster. So I chose to use it here. Basically, this game is a lot about strategy. You have to figure out what you want. You have to figure out what food you need because, you know, you have a hunger bar too. It goes down and you can eat more. Alright, so this part of the run, I found the boss door, and we're going into the boss. So the game counts this as another floor, which is weird, but I don't really care. I'm going to show you the next part. But anyways, this is the boss. Again, a lot of strategy for this game. But really, the first boss is easy. Not when you first start out, because you have, like, worse weapons, worse stats. But since I have played this a lot, I have better weapons and do more damage. So, basically, I'm gonna beat the boss. It's, again, strategy. This game, it's unique than other 2D games, like Mario. You don't really do this, or, you know, a lot of other stuff. And that's why I like it. I've never really played a game like this, and it's very intriguing. And when you get a bad run, you do kind of want to stop playing. But basically, let's skip to the next floor, and this is where it gets a little more unique in the theming. As you look at me playing through the ice floor, I just want to talk about what you get through progressing through this game. Now, basically, every time you fail a run, you get kicked out to the beginning, and you have to play from the beginning again, that first floor. There's kind of a hub. I'm not going to show you it just because the dungeon is, you know, better to look at, more interesting. Basically, what you unlock for doing more things is you can level up at the end. The more you do, the more experience you gain. And there is something where you can upgrade some stats. Basically, your levels go into it, and they unlock new perks, such as one of them, it costs a lot of levels, and you can pick an item to bring back to your next run if you die, which is really useful. And you don't really get that from your first few runs, which is why it's easier for me here to win bosses and get to next floors. and I guess I'm really bad at dodging whatever those were. Every floor basically has new enemies. Like these ice enemies, they are so annoying. Oh my gosh. They just shoot ice everywhere, and it makes you go slower, and it's annoying, and it does damage. But it is kind of fun to see the new enemies when you go to a floor that you haven't seen before. Like, even just going to the floor, it's a whole cool experience. I almost beat this game with my friend, but we failed, like, at the end, which is really sad. So I haven't actually beaten the game, but it is really fun to just keep trying. Again, if you get a bad run, it is kind of frustrating. But overall, it's a fun game. Now, I'm going to skip to the second boss, and I think that's where we're going to end the video. Welcome to the second boss, Niflheim. Now, I'm not sure what that name is, but this boss is annoying, especially since a new update just came out and gave it a whole new move. This weird icicle move. It's basically impossible to dodge. Everything in this boss is impossible to dodge. There's a lot of projectiles. I mean, just look at it. How? It's literally... Okay. Well, I think you've gotten a little grasp of Dungreed, and if you want to get it, then that's good. I did my job. But basically, this game is fun. You should get it. There's a lot of good aspects about it. It's intriguing. It looks cool. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about this game. I want to tend to keep these indie game breakdowns shorter, on the shorter side, because I don't want to spoil too much about the game, and I don't want to talk about too much, because again, spoilers. So yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna end my video, so let me just get to this. Well, this is the end of the video. Comment down below. Do you guys like Dungreed? Does it look cool to you? I don't know. Do you think it's literally a copy of The Binding of Isaac? I don't care what you think. Anyways, yeah, put your opinions down below, because I told you to, and I don't read articles, just so, make them short. See ya! Alright guys, this is the end card. No way, thanks for watching until the end. Make sure to like and subscribe. Join my Discord, yeah. I like this new series. I like recording the gameplay. Frankly, I don't know what the third game in the series is going to be. Maybe I'll just go over some Mario games too. I don't know. Those aren't really indie games, so it's not really an indie game showcase, breakdown, whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching, and sour cream and onion chips are back.